Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahil hamd. Allah is great, Allah is great, there is no God but Allah. Allah is great, Allah is great, and all praise belongs to Allah. Dearest ladies and gentlemen,
Dearest children,
dearest friends,
hi guys,
Assalamu alaikum,
Eid Mubarak. What a special day it is for Muslims here and around the world, in difficulty or celebrating, near or far, and with family or alone. Our hearts are together today.
I know it's been a rocky road. Some of us have been in isolation, some have been lonely and anxious. Many of us have been ill, and some of us have lost loved ones. I think we need to honour and recognise that it's a painful time for many of us here and abroad, and pray for those today that we've lost.
Absolutely, Ameen. And traditionally, today is a day for many of us to smile, to give thanks, to laugh, to connect, and to feel together again.
So we tried to dress up a bit. We've tried to decorate the house, and we're feeling the celebratory vibes. We've given our presents and prepared a sumptuous meal.
Mom, you know you have no intention of cooking. Dadi, I know you're watching. Can you help us out, please? It's not Eid without Grandma's cooking.
Hey!
We all know it's true. On behalf of the Islamic Society of Britain, we welcome you to Eid at Home.
We're honoured to be your co-host today. This is Rahma, my daughter, a member of the Islamic Society of Britain campus division. She's a fourth-year dental student at the University of Birmingham. She's my liar inner hashtag drives me nuts, and she's also my caffeine addict.
This is my mama, aka Sarah, who likes to think that she looks like my older sister. She's a GP and she's been a key worker during these difficult times. She's also in charge of ISB campus. She's either cycling, walking, playing tennis, playing badminton, thinking about them, talking about them, or dragging us along with her. Hashtag can't stop, won't stop. She's also a tea lover.
Cheers! Cheers. So, handing over to our better halves.
Assalamu alaikum and Eid Mubarak. I hope you're all enjoying Eid so far. My name is Zainab and I'm one of your co-hosts today. I'm here with my mum. She's a trained pharmacist, currently studying for her PhD. She's been involved with ISB since before I was born. Yes, she's pretty old. You may know her from projects like the Young Muslims, Dine at Mine, Eat to Meet. She's even been vice chair of the ISB. She's currently a trustee of a charity called New Horizons in British Islam. And earlier this year, she did a little bit of stand-up comedy. So she now thinks she's really funny. Would you like to introduce yourself, Mama?
Assalamu alaikum, Eid Mubarak, everyone. Thank you, Zainab, darling. I was funny though, you know, don't you think? Don't you think?
Oh, can you just please concentrate on the show?
I did make them laugh. Anyway, yes, of course. We're so excited to be with you all today. How are you all doing? How was Ramadan? Have you got anything interesting planned for Eid today? Do let us know what you're up to using the chat function on your screens. My name's Rabia Hanan. I'm Zainab's mum. Zainab's one of our ISB campus members. She's currently studying philosophy and sociology at university. Yeah, she spends most of her time contemplating the nature of knowledge, reality and existence, which is basically shorthand for she likes to talk and question everything. She even has her own podcast about it.
Which you can subscribe to, by the way.
Basically, Zainab loves to talk and talk and talk.
You do realise I get that from you.
She gets that from her dad. Anyway, you'll find that out soon enough. We're really looking forward to sharing the next couple of hours with you and your families. We have a jam-packed 2-hour celebration of fun, laughter and nasheed. So fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight and get ready to enjoy the ride.
We're going to start, as always, from a passage from the Holy Quran with the beautiful recitation of Khadija Muslim. Khadija is only 18 years old and she's a Hafiza of the Quran and completed her memorization in 2019. She is currently learning a new riwayah of the Quran, which she hopes will help her share the beauty of the Quranic language with wider audiences. She's a long-standing member of ISB, first in YM and now in campus, and she joins us all the way from Saudi Arabia today. Over to you, Khadija Muslim.
Assalamu alaikum, Eid Mubarak everyone. Hope everyone's Eid's been good so far. Today I'm going to be reading from Surah Rahman, ayah 1 to 28, and then I'll read the translation for you, inshallah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان والأرض وضعها للأنام فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام والحب ذو العصف والريحان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار وخلق الجن من مارج من نار فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان رب المشرقين ورب المغربين فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان مرج البحرين يلتقيان بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان يخرج منهما اللؤلؤ والمرجان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان وله الجوار المنشآت في البحر كالأعلام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان كل من عليها فان ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال والإكرام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان صدق الله العظيم. The most merciful taught the Quran, created man and taught him eloquence. The sun and the moon move by precise calculation, and the stars and trees prostrate. And the heaven he raised and imposed the balance, that you not transgress within the balance, and establish weight in justice and do not make deficient the balance. And the earth he laid out for the creatures. Therein is fruit and palm trees having sheaths of dates, and grain having husks and scented plants. So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny? He created man from clay like that of pottery, and he created the jinn from a smokeless flame of fire. So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny? He is Lord of the two sunrises and Lord of the two sunsets. So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny? He released the two seas meeting side by side. Between them is a barrier, so neither of them transgresses. So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny? From both of them emerged pearl and coral. So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny? And to him belong the ships with sails elevated in the sea like mountains. So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny? Everyone upon the earth will perish, and there will remain the face of your Lord, owner of majesty and honor. So which of the favors of your Lord would you deny?
Thank you so much, Khadija. Your recitation always moves me so much, and honestly I look forward to your sessions so much.
Yes, Jazakallahu khair. We miss you all so much and can't wait for you to come back home to the UK so you can join our campus events in real time and not just online. Jazakallahu khair, Khadija.
So we're so excited today to take you on a journey across the world and in high spirits. What better way to celebrate being together on Eid than to enjoy the cultural and the spiritual talent, the music and the words of so many individuals from around the world who represent different parts of our ummah. So should we go through the programme quickly?
Absolutely, absolutely. So kicking off the programme today, we'll be joined by Irfan Bukhari. He's a singer-songwriter originally from Kashmir, a place that's definitely going through a very difficult lockdown of its own. So we will hold them in our hearts today.
Ameen. And after that, we'll have Tayyiba Suleiman, singer-songwriter from none other than next door.
Yeah, seriously, guys, next door. She's studying at the University of Oxford and she likes to bring joy to people's lives through music.
Thirdly, we have Simon and Daniel from Chickpea Press. This is an absolute must for your whole family, as they'll be reading stories and singing about the 99 names of God, so stay tuned.
Gosh, Rahma, this feels very British and very international.
Absolutely. I mean, after all these months in isolation, it's just so nice to feel connected with our wider communities.
In the second half of the programme, we have the wonderful sound of Hamza, Akram, Kawal and Brothers, a young, dynamic, award-winning group. They are amongst the very top of a new generation of incredible young Kawals in the subcontinent, and they're joining us all the way from Karachi, Pakistan today.
The whole programme will be interspersed with animations, voices from our campus and young Muslims, as well as some special guest appearances, so do stay tuned.
Rahma, are you as worried as I am about keeping these guys under control?
Oh my gosh, I know. When our mums get together, they go a little bit crazy. If these two start laughing, there's no stopping them.
I'm so offended. I have no idea what they're talking about. Do you, Sarah? Personally, I've never known two better behaved parents. Anyway, I think it's time to hear a short message from the lovely Dawood Hornsby, all the way from Canada. So sit back, relax, crack open your bottle of Schlur. This is going to be an Eid to remember.
Peace be with you. Assalamu alaikum and greetings of Eid Mubarak to all of my brothers and sisters and friends over there in the United Kingdom. This is your brother Dawood Hornsby coming to you from my home here in Canada, wishing you the best of Eid al-Fitr. May Allah accept all of our fasting and our prayers, and most importantly, our reflections during this past Ramadan that was very strange for all of us in these very challenging times our world is facing. This was our Mount Hira Ramadan, the time for all of us to stay secluded in our caves, as the Prophet did during those early days when the Quran was first revealed. And it's always important for us to remember that that first revelation of Quran was not run away or hide. It was recite out loud, sing out loud for the change in the world that you so want to see. This is a time now for us to reflect on how we want our lives to be. And when we go back to normal again, I hope that we won't go back to the normal that we lived before. I hope that this time of reflection and prayer and this time of lockdown that we've all been in has been a time for us to reflect on those things that are most important to all of us, our local communities and our families and our humility in the face of an ever-changing world. So may Allah bless you and your families during this Eid al-Fitr. May Allah bless you for all of your worship over the past month of Ramadan. And let us keep moving forward to a better and brighter world, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum and Eid Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak. Oh, the incredible Dawood Hornsby. He never fails to bring a smile to our faces and warmth to our hearts. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless him and his family always. We're deeply honoured to have his long-standing support for ISB. Now, I'm so excited to introduce our first guest today. His name is Irfan Bukhari. He's a Kashmiri singer-songwriter. He writes songs mostly in Urdu and Kashmiri languages. For us, it's an opportunity to get a glimpse of the incredible region of Kashmir, its history and its charming people. In 2009, Irfan formed a rock band called Firak, and today he appears on Instagram where he posts Kashmiri folk songs, which the youth of Kashmir can't seem to get enough of. Please join me today in welcoming singer-songwriter, composer Irfan Bukhari with his brand new song, Basban.
Hello everyone, am I audible?
You are. Assalamu alaikum.
Yes. Assalamu alaikum everyone, Eid Mubarak. Greetings all the way from Kashmir. It looks like a futuristic Eid to me, where we all are from different parts of the world and we getting it together and celebrating this Eid together.
It's incredible.
I'm so glad to be part of this, and I hope this Ramadan has been amazing for you all. It was full of challenges for all of us, primarily because of the COVID-19 crisis across the globe. So hope we pray for all to recover from it, and good wishes to all the way from Kashmir. So a little bit about myself. I am a singer-songwriter. I essentially write my music in Urdu. I do try to write a little bit in Kashmiri as well, but more than anything else, I sort of try to visit the old classics of Kashmir, because Kashmir has seen a glorious era in the past. Like I'm talking about in the 18th century or in the 19th century, early 19th century. This place has been full of life, full of culture, literature, music, handicrafts. This place has been amazing. But we all know what Kashmir has gone through lately. Uh, I happen to be from a generation that was born when the conflict actually started in Kashmir, which is essentially 1990 or 1989. So a lot of my music, or a lot of the artists who come from Kashmir, a lot of their music is primarily conditioned around whatever we've seen in Kashmir, or whatever we've experienced in our lives. So I think I'm gonna play one of my originals. This song is called Pasban, which means protector, a guard. And I'll talk about this song perhaps after I play this song, I think. Yeah. So yeah, sit back, enjoy. तू है पासबां, हर शय पे पहरा तेरा, तू है लामकान, हर दिल में चेहरा तेरा, दिखा दे कोई रास्ता, मुझ में वो कुव्वत कहाँ, ढूंढूं तुझे हर जगह, मुझे इल्म है तू खफा, गुम हूँ कहीं मुझको आवाज दो, बेशक हूँ मुझको पहचान दो, गुम हूँ कहीं मुझको आवाज दो, बेशक हूँ मुझको पहचान दो। बहुत फासला दरमियां, मेरे दिल पे काला सिया, मेरी रूह पे बेशुमार गफलत के सारे निशान, गुम हूँ कहीं मुझको आवाज दो, बेशक्ल हूँ मुझको एहसास दो, गुम हूँ कहीं मुझको आवाज दो, बेशक्ल हूँ मुझको पहचान दो। तू है पासबां, तू है लामकान। Yes, I hope you guys liked it. I would definitely want to talk about this song a little. This song talks about, it's a very personal conversation with Almighty in whatever the space you are in, and for me, I sort of seem to connect everything with the place that I belong to, which is Kashmir. And for me, we've seen a lot. I mean, which I think that's the only thing you seem to be talking about when it comes to writing, or when it comes to playing songs. So this song is basically talking to your Lord and just trying to ask him what is the reason behind our distress, and when is this going to end, in a very personal space, whether we talk about the place that I live in, or whether I talk about myself, because I always believe that whatever happens in life, whatever God puts you through, in somewhere down the line, you uh, maybe you deserve that, or maybe you have to go through that challenge. uh, it's a challenge that you need to pass. For me, I'm just sort of through this song, I'm just trying to understand why the Lord, why the Almighty uh, is sad with us. He's not, he's upset with us for some reason that I somehow want to understand. Why is he upset with us? Whether I'm talking about this whole place or the issue of Kashmir, or my own self, where I am every day trying to be a better person, be a better Muslim, for that matter. So
it's such a beautiful, captivating song, and so powerfully depicted in your language. Even though we can't understand it, we seem to still be able to be so moved by the way that you express yourself. You've got a really, incredible talent there, mashallah. May Allah bless you with it. And the way that you explain it. So what you're saying really is this idea that you're trying to understand what the struggle is about, and hopefully through that struggle get to a better place internally.
Exactly.
So lovely. And I believe you're going to sing a second song for us today as well. Is
Yes.
that right?
So so this song was in Urdu language. This language is spoken mainly in India and Pakistan. Okay. And now I come back to my language, which is Kashmiri. And of course, that is going to be more difficult for you to decipher. Just give me a second. I'll just do it. Okay.
Lovely.
So this song is
beautiful. Thank you.
Okay, so this song is called Tamanna, and Tamanna is essentially longing for something, and it's a very old folk song of Kashmir. This song was written by Mehjur, who was one of the legendary poets of Kashmir, and a lot of musicians, a lot of artists from Kashmir have tried to sing this song, different ways. So this is my way of playing these folk lines. I'll need a second more. You can talk about this a little more. Just give me 1 second.
Or is that difficult for you if I'm talking to you at the same time? I think it's probably good for you. I mean, mashallah, I don't know. We've been listening to some of these songs online, mashallah, and there was the song Bhoor earlier this week.
Really nice. My parents are from Bangladesh and Pakistan, but my mum hasn't actually taught me any Urdu.
I did try. You just weren't very good at learning. Actually.
Well, despite that, I was still really able to connect to your songs because you have so much meaning and depth in your voice. It's so beautiful.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Yes, so I'm ready. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to it.
mahjur chu husn asgat vanan yaras pato akhka karan mahjur chu husn asgat vanan yaras pato akhka ye dil devan goche pat bes नारले बुंबरो तमन्ना चांद दीदार मैं छूं यंबर जले बुंबरो खौफ जिस यामत लजिस उचने गजिस चाने कले बुंबरो
Oh,
Yes.
thank you so much, Irfan. Oh, mashallah, you
It's
are
so beautiful.
so incredible. Allah bless you always,
Thank you
mashallah.
so much. Thank you so much.
Thank
I'm
you
so
for-
super glad that I've sung a Kashmiri song and it has connected to some of the people out there. So nothing gives me more happiness than this fact.
Oh, bless you so much, and may Allah reward you and help you in your journey to express what Kashmir looks like to the world, inshallah, and may much good come from it. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Eid Mubarak again.
Mubarak.
Bye bye. Khuda Hafiz. Khuda Hafiz.
Yes, to echo that, thank you so much, Irfan. That gave us such a fresh insight into Kashmiri folk music, and may he be blessed in all that he creates. I think he's gone now. May you be blessed in all that you create. What an inspirational start to the program, Rahma.
Absolutely. So next up, we have Taiba Suleiman, a literature and languages student at the University of Oxford. She has always treasured the uplifting power of music and performed in the chorus in last year's BBC Proms. She believes that music can bring people together and can also bring about change. She works with Sing Inside, which uses music workshops for rehabilitation in prisons.
Yes, that young girl from across the road has grown up before my very eyes into such a beautiful young lady, mashallah. I remember how she brought Manchester Cathedral to tears when she sang a haunting song in memory of those who died in the Srebrenica genocide. Now, I want you to imagine a Christmas concert at secondary school. We've just had Jingle Bells, and out comes Taiba leading the school choir in this amazingly unique rendition of Tala al-Badru Alayna. She literally brought the Prophet ﷺ's character into the Christmas concert. It was absolutely amazing. She lives just next door, which is great when we run out of onions or potatoes, isn't it, Rahma? So over to you, Taiba Suleiman.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Really lovely to be with you. And thank you so much for that lovely introduction, Auntie Sarah and Rahma. I'm going to sing two songs for you today. You heard earlier from Dawood Wansby, which is such a sweet message. And I'm going to sing one of his songs first, called Live Life Like a Traveller. When I was young, there were many things they tried to teach me. Son, you must be grounded, find some strong stability. Be rooted and secure to live long and endure. Don't seek out chance or circumstance and never try if you're not sure. There was a harmony I heard when I shut my eyes, like advice from some strange voice I seem to recognize. Build dreams and chase behind their shadows in your mind. You can choose to give or lose, take what you get and seek to find. So live like a traveler, only passing through. Don't let your baggage weigh you down through all you seek to do. Faith and friends and freedom, they will always be with you. If you live like a traveler, always passing through. Looked out from the window at my school and parents' home. There was so much new to learn, I got an itch to roam. Wasn't long before I unlocked the old back door. I was roaming in the world to learn and to explore. Now live like a traveler, always passing through. Don't let your baggage wear you down through all you seek to do. Faith and friends and freedom, they will always be with you. If you live like a traveler, always passing through. I look back in all honesty, my parents weren't all wrong. It's important to know who you are and where you best belong. But roots don't grow in boxes, dreams wither without rain. Cash in the bank can buy success if you're afraid of change. And that old world stability must mean something else to me. 'Cause I feel it underfoot each step I take when I am free. And I live like a traveler, always passing through. Don't let your baggage weigh you down through all you seek to do. Faith and friends and freedom, they will always be with you. If you live like a traveler, always passing through. Live like a traveler, always passing through. Don't let your baggage weigh you down through all you seek to do. Faith and friends and freedom, they will always be with you. If you live like a traveler, always passing through.
Hope you enjoyed that. It's such a beautifully written song. And I thought, you know, it would be a nice one to do, seeing as we're all stuck inside. We live a bit vicariously through that song about traveling. Yeah.
Thank you, Tayyiba. That was beautiful. You have such a beautiful voice, mashallah. I know you're going to sing us another song now. Could you tell us what inspired you to sing this song? What does it say to you?
So this is actually the same song that Auntie Sarah was talking about before, that I sang in Manchester Cathedral at the memorial in the Srebrenica genocide. And it's obviously, it's a song with quite a general message, just a really, really hopeful song, beautifully written again by a woman called Layla. And yeah, it's a really, really, although it's quite muted, it's not quite as like joyous as this last one. It has a really, really strong message of hope, and I think that's something that we all need at this time.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Right. So I hope you enjoy this.
I got locked inside a sadness, I got lost inside my head, couldn't find the light to make me glow. All the routes they led to nowhere, cursed into the high-rise lines, and the screaming cards felt like a blow. But I will fight, bolder than before, bluer than the sky. I will fight beyond all the barriers they set down, 'cause I have covered over all the holes, and I'm ready for it now. I got eased into a softness, lived in bottles strewn delight, slowly dragged myself into a fire. I was broken by his arrow, lived into the withered dawn, a poison flame that burned me higher. But I will fight, bolder than before, bluer than the sky. I will fight beyond all the barriers they set down, 'cause I have covered over all the holes, and I'm ready for it now. Now, 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 now. time before, bluer than the sky. I will fight beyond all the barriers they set down, 'cause I have covered over all the holes, and I'm ready for it now. Yes, I'm ready for it now.
Thank you very much for listening. I hope you enjoyed that.
That was amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rama.
Thank you. It is always such a pleasure to hear your soulful voice, and it's just really lifted my spirit. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I hope everyone has a gorgeous Eid.
You too, Taba, you too.
Assalamu alaikum.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
So, Mum, I think it's time you told us a little bit about your passions, other than me, obviously.
And chocolate.
Okay.
So I'm chair of the campus division of the Islamic Society of Britain. The campus department is a space for 17 to 26-year-olds. It's fun, it's friendly, it's about faith, and it's our future. Young people come to campus to learn, make great friends, engage in interactive workshops, and grow as young Muslims. So the question is, Rahma, as I'm double the age of most people there, what am I doing there?
You're there because you fit right in. Seriously though, I love campus. I've made the best friends of my life, and every time we have an event, I can't wait for the next one. We've just had a dhikr session in Ramadan 4 days ago. Before that, we had a masterclass in Birmingham on the power of prayer, and there's really something for everyone.
So Rahma, what kind of things have you learned from campus?
Before campus started, I was actually really shy, and campus has just brought me out my shell and pushed me out my comfort zone, and I've learnt so many new skills. And actually Zainab's also been there from the start of the journey too.
Yes, I've been a part of the ISB family for as long as I can remember. I was initially persuaded by my parents to go to a YM event, but I ended up loving it. I remember a group of us were ecstatic that the Living Islam Festival was approaching. We would stay up every night chatting about it and coordinating our outfits. The horror stories around the bonfire, the big top, the laughter, those were the days.
Living Islam Festival. Actually, that's where campus began. So everyone, here's a little video to give you a little glimpse of what life at campus is like. This event today, everyone, has been brought to you by the Islamic Society of Britain, which is the master organisation. Campus is a part of it, and we have a proud history of organising some really fantastic initiatives that really were the first of their kind in the UK, such as Islam Awareness Week, which was launched in the Houses of Parliament for many, many years. But more than that, it's also been a social network where we've made great friends, and so have the children. We have managed projects that have helped some of the more at risk in our communities, and we've crafted some really wonderful memories together. I'll never forget Dawood Wansby in the campus marquee. He was supposed to sing till about 1 a.m. and before we knew it, it was 4 a.m. and none of us had even realized. It was a fantastic evening. I think many of us have laughed, prayed and cried together at most ISB events.
So, Mum, what was Eid like in the olden days?
What? It was only 30 years ago, okay? It was actually no different. My mum used to make my outfit the night before, and I used to go to sleep with balls of henna in my fists, with my fist tight, wrapped up in freezer bags, to wake up in the morning hoping that my suit would fit, and with these beautiful splats of orange on the palms of my hands. But we absolutely loved it.
What about the food?
Well, it was custom to visit all our family and friends, and woe betide if you refused a single dish.
So nothing's really changed then?
Not at all. What do you look forward to, Rahma?
I just love seeing both sets of my grandparents. We have one set in Manchester and one set in Birmingham. We do spend more time on the motorway travelling between both their houses every year. But the weirdest thing is every year I find it so hard to come downstairs and eat breakfast, and I definitely miss my coffee.
And I've missed my tea.
Saul, can you bring me a cup of coffee, please? My brother makes makes the best coffee.
You're absolutely right. Saul, cup of tea, no sugar, please.
Yeah, the tea and coffee ladies, don't you know how to celebrate? We've got the real stuff here.
That's strictly non-alcoholic grape juice, by the way. I wanted to also take some time to thank the wonderful key workers and volunteers that have been keeping our country going through this difficult time. God bless you all. I also wanted to give a shout out to our wonderful friends and family from different faiths, cultures and traditions who have joined us today in celebrating. It's such a blessing to have you all with us.
It really is. So Zainab, what have you got planned for Eid today?
Well, Sarah, my 10-year-old sister, has been slaving away putting up our Eid decor that you see today.
I know, she is so sweet, but we must maximise the benefit of having 4 children.
One of my favourite parts of Eid day is usually the Eid prayer in the morning, seeing family and friends, and I really thought I'd miss out this year, but it's actually been so nice to pray at home in Jamaat and have a Zoom call with like the extended family afterwards. I'm really looking forward to the lovely food that we've made, but best of all, I'm looking forward to Father Eid coming with my giant Eid stocking today.
Zainab, you do realise you're 20 now? You're no longer on the Eid list. What she's talking about. I haven't had the heart to break it to her yet. Father Eid doesn't really exist. Wait a second, what's that noise?
Oi, oi, oi.
Wow. Well, that was interesting. I hope you're having as much fun as we are this Eid. Now, as I collect myself, we're in for a real treat. Oh dear. We're absolutely delighted to welcome the very wonderful duo, Saima and Daniel Dyer from Chickpea Express. Chickpea Press, sorry, Chickpea Press. This is what Father Eid does to you. Chickpea Press publishes engaging, contemporary and imaginative books and digital apps for young readers, drawing inspiration from the great spiritual traditions from all over the world. They have specially designed a short storytelling and song session for us today, so sit back and enjoy. Saima and Daniel.
Assalamu alaikum, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, and Eid Mubarak to you all. It's been so wonderful to hear everybody that's been on, and that was an amazing Father Eid there. I'd like to see that. I can't quite do that movement yet, but yeah, brilliant. Well, thank you so much to all of you and to Islamic Society of Britain for inviting us to do Eid at home. I'm not sure what we would have been doing today, probably just eating and Netflixing. So this is a much better way of spending Eid. So thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. Yeah.
So as Rabia said, I'm Saima and this is Daniel. And we're going to just spend a little bit of time today looking at some names of God and sharing a story and a song. And we would also like to get everybody who's dialed in today and is watching online to join us in a giveaway. We would like to gift 3 copies of this book, The 99 Names of God, which is written and illustrated by Daniel here. And to join in, you just need to go into the chat function. So if you can share your name, your age, and the town that you live in, and just post that in the chat function, then throughout our workshop, we'll be taking a little note of everybody that's been commenting, and we will randomly select 3 people to get a copy of this book, which we will hopefully post out to you next week. And if you want it signed, you can also let us know what name you would like when the host at the end of the call asks for your address. You can send that privately and we can do that. And it's wonderful to see some people already commenting in the chat. That's brilliant. Yeah, keep going. Name, age, and the town that you're in. That's brilliant. Okay, so I'll hand over to Daniel.
Right, so Simon, you're going to bring up a big list of the 99 names. So that will be coming up in just a moment.
Here we go.
I hope you can all see that. And what we've done is we've put all the 99 names here in different colors, because The 99 names of God are like a beautiful rainbow with different qualities. And we've got them here in red, blue, green, and orange. And I was just thinking today, one of our wonderful hosts is called
Rahma.
Rahma. And maybe you can spot one of the divine names here in this list, which is the source for that name. Can you see it? It's the very first one in red, Ar-Rahman. And another thing, another beautiful synchronicity for today was the surah which Khadija recited was, you know what the surah was?
Surah Ar-Rahman.
Yeah, so it sounds like we have a real theme today centered around Ar-Rahman. And Ar-Rahman means the compassionate. So God is compassionate, full of love and kindness. So maybe that can be our theme today. But let's look through the list to the very last name. You can see at the very end, there's a name in blue, As-Sabur. Does anybody know what that name means?
So if you just just go into the chat and let us know. And I might actually have to come out of full screen just so that I can see chat.
Let's see, do we have some answers?
Did any of our hosts help us out here?
Oh, we can't see the chat at the moment, so
We're sharing screen.
maybe one of our hosts can let us know if anyone has an answer.
Or if any of the hosts know the answer.
Remind us of the name.
As-Sabur, at the very end of the list.
So would that be patience, possibly? The patient one, maybe?
That's right, yeah. Perhaps it's a very good reason it's at the end of the list, because patience is actually quite hard to learn, isn't it? But today we'd like to teach you about two particular names. So if we can leave this screen, Simon. And the first name we'd like to teach you about is Al-Alim. Do we have anyone who knows what this name means? Any of the children watching?
They're coming through.
Maybe you could relay some of the answers to us.
I'm 48 years living in Kent. I think there's a lot of adults here that want to enter your competition.
Oh, that's fine. That's good.
Fine.
We don't mind that.
Maria's coming
All
in.
kids and big kids are all welcome.
Oh, so we've got an answer, I think. So we've got from Sabir, we've got all knowing. And from Fatima Hussein, we've got trustworthy. Anyone is
good answers. Yeah. Well, the first answer was correct, the all-knowing. So Allah knows everything. There's no answer which God doesn't know the answer to, and God knows the deepest desires and dreams in our heart, and God knows everything that's happened in the past and everything that's going to happen in the future. So this is a beautiful quality, and we can reflect this quality ourselves by becoming more knowledgeable ourselves. And there's a beautiful saying which Allah gave to Muhammad, peace and blessings upon him, which Saima is going to bring up for us now. It's actually a hadith Qudsi, and I'm going to bring it up on the screen now. We can find it. It's coming soon.
There we go.
Next one. Bit of a delay. There we go. So this is all about knowing God, and Simon's going to read it.
I was a hidden treasure, and I longed to be known. So I created both worlds, the seen and the unseen, in order that my hidden treasure of generosity and loving kindness would be known.
Yeah, so this is Allah speaking. And who do you think Allah wants to be known by?
Okay.
Do we have any answers to that?
Who was the all-knowing speaking to? I can see chat here now, so I can see some people.
Neha Vasani, age 7 from Birmingham, joining us. We've got Rehan Ahmed, 12-year-old from Leicestershire, joining us. No answers yet. Maybe you want to repeat the question?
Yeah. Who does Allah want to be known by?
Any adults that might have some of the answers?
So we've got Ummah speaking to us as humans.
Very good. Yes.
The Hassani family, everyone, Akram Hussein's saying.
Absolutely. Yeah, wonderful answers. So the answer is you, me, everyone.
I love the answers actually. That's all three of those answers. The Ummah, speaking to us humans, everyone, his servants. Thank you, Irma. Beautiful.
Yeah, because human beings were created to know Allah, to love Allah. That's why we're here. And we can reflect the all-knowing, Al-Alim, by becoming more knowledgeable ourselves, primarily by increasing our knowledge of God. But we must also remember too that we can never be all-knowing like God. We must stay humble and modest and not get too arrogant, and we must learn to listen to other people. So we'd like to tell a story now by a great Muslim wise man called Rumi. And Simon's going to tell this story for us.
I just also want to say to Zubair, who's asking, what about plants? Yes, Zubair, everything that Allah created. So Allah is speaking to all of us because Allah created everything.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Everything has a way of knowing God.
So I'm going to read this story, and there's going to be some questions that we're going to be asking during it. And I can now see chat. So thank you very much, Rabia. I'll hopefully be able to do this, but do pipe in. Okay, so this story is called The Beast in the Barn. Now, I think some of you may have read this story either through reading Rumi's works or just hearing about it. So if you know some of the answers, try and keep a little bit quiet, especially if you've got brothers and sisters that may not know the answers. Let's see if they can guess in the chat. Okay. So, it was a peaceful afternoon in spring. The flowers were dancing in the sunshine, and the apple tree was covered in clouds of white blossom. Two boys, Dil and Kabir, were sitting by the pond, watching the ducks that were having a rest on their way north for the summer. They come every year, said Dil. How do they know where to go? Asked Kabir. They just know the way, replied Dil. It's inside them. Look, said Kabir. Suddenly, there were two men coming their way, leading a huge, shuffling animal covered by a great blanket. Dil and Kabir couldn't tell what the animal looked like because of the covering, but the boys were sure they had never seen anything so big. The men called out, Come to the old barn this evening and touch the wild beast. See if you can guess what it is in the dark. Dil and Kabir ran to the village and watched as the men took the covered animal into the barn. The word soon spread through the village like wildfire. Soon, everyone had heard about the beast in the barn. The men waited until it was dark. By that time, everyone from the village was lined up, and one by one, they were let into the dark barn to feel the beast, whose blanket had now been removed. The villagers were all a little scared and nervous, feeling around for a beast in the dark, but they were dying to know what it was. After a minute or so, the first person came out in a hurry. He said very confidently, It's like a water pipe, long and round. Now, what kind of animal do you think is like a water pipe? Do we have any guesses? Oh, some excellent guesses coming through. A snake, very good, yes. Somebody said an elephant. Okay. Well, we've got quite a few snakes coming through. Oh, got a couple of worms coming through. Very good. Yes, excellent. Okay, well, very good guesses. Let's carry on and see what happens. The second person went in. She came out and said, No, it's like a fan. It moves back and forth and is very thin. What kind of animal is like a fan? Let's have a look. Qureshi Cool is saying peacock. Very good. Irma said butterfly. Excellent. Very good guesses. You know, I never thought about peacock, but you're right. Peacocks are like, they do have a fan, don't they? Very good. Another butterfly coming through. Excellent. Thank you, everyone. Somebody said a toucan. Oh, wow. That's great. That's the first one I've had. Yeah. Well, let's see. The third person went in. When she came out, she said, it's nothing like a water pipe or a fan. It's like a pillar in a mosque or church. It's very still and very solid. What could it be, the villagers said to each other. What kind of animal is like a pillar? Let's have a look. Somebody's saying elephant again. Somebody's saying sheep. Oh,
interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody's saying giraffe. Very good. Oh, I like that. Yeah. All right, let's move on. Getting some excellent guesses here. Okay. The fourth person went in. He came out and said, listen to me. It's like a huge box, a kind of leathery dome you could ride or sit on. A leathery dome that you could ride or sit on? What do you think? Anyone guess what that could be? Wow, look at that. Turtle, tortoise, camel. Excellent. Wow, some great guesses coming in. Somebody said an elephant's body. Very good. Okay. I love that. Tortoise and a turtle. All right, let's move on. A fifth person went in. She came out and said, the rest of them have been talking rubbish. This beast is like a pointed stick made of something very smooth. A pointed stick. What kind of animal is like a pointed stick? Anyone guess? Somebody said tadpole. Oh, excellent. Anteater. Wow, that's great. Yeah. Somebody said tusk of the elephant. What's the elephant? Elephant answers coming through. Okay, well, let's move on. When the sixth person came out, he was scratching his head. He said, it's like two giant cheeks with a rope in between. What does that look like? And we've got a couple of answers from before. We've got eel and walrus tusk. Excellent. Now somebody said baboon. Wow, very good. Okay. And then we've got an elephant and a camel again as well. Very good. Okay. Somebody said a buffalo bottom. Excellent. Okay. Well, let's have a look. Well, that was the last straw. All the people who had felt the beast started arguing in loud voices. I'm right, you're wrong, they shouted. They wouldn't listen to each other and were very rude. The peaceful village had never known such fighting and disagreement. Kabir and Dil had been listening to what each person had said about the beast and had drawn a picture on the ground in the moonlight. They put each piece of the jigsaw together as best they could, but it didn't look quite right to their eyes. What do you think? What kind of animal looks like that? I think maybe some of the pieces are in the wrong place, or I don't know. What do you think? You got any guesses for this strange looking animal? Interesting, look at that. Okay, we've got a camel, elephant, elephant, elephant. Someone said in capitals, an elephant. We've got a rhinoceros as well. Okay, excellent. Thank you, everybody. Shall we have a look what happens? Well, Dil had an idea. He got a candle. He and Kabir tiptoed into the barn while everyone was arguing. And what do you think they saw? They saw an animal with a trunk like a water pipe, ears like fans, legs like pillars, a big round body you could ride on, tusks like pointed sticks, and a tail flapping on a great big bottom. What kind of animal is this? What do you think? Here we go. Elephant, elephant. It was an elephant, of course. There you go. Well, look at that. I think lots of you already knew what this was, huh? Yes, we've got lots of exclamation marks now. Elephant. Wow, said Kabir and Dil. They had never seen an elephant before. When they crept out of the barn, the villagers were still arguing. Dil and Kabir smiled at each other and quickly made a new drawing. They showed it to their fellow villagers, who looked at it carefully and finally realized. They could see how all the different body parts fitted together. It all suddenly made sense. You were right, and I was right, one of the villagers said to another. But none of us was completely right. Each of us had just a little piece of the truth. Only Allah is all-knowing. Next time, we must listen to each other. And they started to say sorry, shake hands, and hug each other. The next day, the men who had brought the elephant led it out of the barn, and all the children in the village had a ride on its back. Well, excellent. Thank you, everybody, for joining in and giving us those answers. And if you remember that story, you can maybe share it when you're back at school at some point later this year. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Simon. So it's really important that we hear everyone's voice and we never get too arrogant. But there's one more name we've got time to share with you, and that is Ash-Shakur. And we feel this is a really important name today because we have so much to be thankful for after a wonderful Ramadan, a difficult Ramadan in many ways, but a very special one. Oh, we have a phone going off here. We're just going to try and stop that. Sorry. Apologies. So it's been a wonderful Ramadan. We have much to be thankful for. And we have much to be thankful for because it's Eid, this wonderful celebration. And does anybody know how to translate this name? Do we have any suggestions?
Ash-Shakur. Does anybody know what the full meaning of this word is? Somebody's saying Shakur.
Yeah.
Thankful.
Thankful. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you. Yeah. So you could translate it as the rewarder of thankfulness. So Allah is the one who rewards us when we are thankful. And there's a hadith, isn't there, Simon?
Yes.
Which we could share.
So people are saying thankful. That's right. So we are thankful to what Allah gives us, and then Allah rewards us for being thankful. And the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, said, the one who does not thank people does not thank God. Okay.
Yeah, so it's really important that we thank our family and friends and anyone who helps us in any way. And I'll let you into a little secret. You can say Shukra lillah, which means thanks be to God. And the more you say it, the more thankful you will become. And the more thankful you become, the more you are rewarded by Allah. And then the more thankful you become again. So it goes round in this beautiful circle.
A circle of thankfulness.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to do a very quick song before we end. And I just want to remind you, if you want to join the giveaway, give your name, your age, and the town that you live in. And then we will randomly select 3 people and we'll give their names after the song. Okay.
Do forgive us if we hit some false notes. We just wrote this song yesterday, so we're still really learning it, and we haven't had much time to practice. But inshallah, it will go okay.
Now we're going to share the words of the song on the screen so that you can join in. Okay.
Ramadan is over, we'll miss it now, it's gone. Bid the month farewell, say salam alaikum. Eid Mubarak, spread the tablecloth. Shukran Lillah for this peace from God. Whom did we fast for? We fasted for Allah. Whose forgiveness did we seek? We turned to Al-Ghaffar. Eid Mubarak, spread the tablecloth. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, for this peace from God. What did we fast from? From water and from food. Whom did we fast for? The loving Al-Wadud. Eid Mubarak, spread the tablecloth. Subhanallah, Subhanallah, for this peace from God. When did we fast? From sunrise until dark. What sweet words are on our lips? Eid Mubarak. Eid Mubarak, spread the tablecloth. Ivallah, for this peace from God. Ramadan is over, we'll miss it now it's gone. Bid them on farewell, say salam alaikum. Eid Mubarak, spread the tablecloth. Shukran Lillah for this peace from God. Shukran Lillah for this peace from God.
Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that. And I think we're just going to end now by selecting 3 people randomly from everybody that has entered and letting you know who has won. So let's have a look.
Just waiting for the results.
Okay, so we have 3 people that have been selected randomly from everybody who's joined in the chat. Thank you to everyone. So we have Saif Ahmed, 10 years old, from Leicester. Naira Varsani, 6 years old, from Birmingham. And Malaysia Hussain, 10 years old, from Cheshire. Thank you so much for joining and congratulations. We're going to send you a copy of this book in the post next week. So one of our wonderful hosts is going to contact you privately in chat and they're going to ask for your address. And if you want the book signed, then you can put the name that you'd like it sent to as well.
We will.
So, on behalf of us both, thank you so much for joining us. Eid Mubarak and have a wonderful day.
Eid Mubarak. Thank you so much. That was such a wonderfully immersive experience for the whole family. I'm sure the children in particular thoroughly enjoyed that. I think we need a lot more of that in our community. And what a wonderful book that we must all look out for our families. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. We are now fortunate to have a warm message from the Pearls of Islam to share with you.
Eid Mubarak! Eid Mubarak to everybody, and as our parents would say, Eid Mubarak! Eid Mubarak! Eid Mubarak to everyone! We wish you greetings, we wish you blessings. Eid Mubarak to everyone! Assalamu alaikum, sending salams and love to everybody. It's so beautiful being here, alhamdulillah. Thank you so much to ISB. May Allah bless Khalid and Sister Sarah. We were saying earlier how much ISB are always at the forefront of providing opportunities and providing education and providing services for the Muslim community and beyond. So may Allah bless ISB.
Thank you. Thank you to the lovely Pearls of Islam for that beautiful message. Next, a project that's close to my heart. We're playing a video to you by our dear campus members, wishing you Eid Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak. For all of us, today's celebrations are likely to be very different from the norm. In my case, the traditional family gatherings at our grandparents' house aren't possible. But thankfully, we're still able to enjoy each other's company over the internet.
Assalamu alaikum and Eid Mubarak to you all. This year we have decided to decorate our entire house with plenty of fairy lights, banners and lanterns.
Eid Mubarak everyone. Today Eid is going to be very different, but alhamdulillah I get to spend it with my family and I get to help my mum in the kitchen more importantly. But I hope all of you have a fantastic Eid.
Eid Mubarak.
So this Eid, we're going to be letting our dad do the cooking. He's going to be making his famous lamb pilaf. I'm very excited.
Assalamu alaikum, Eid Mubarak. Eid is a little different this year, but alhamdulillah I get to spend it with my family. I hope you're staying safe and well, and have a lovely day.
What are you doing? You're on.
Sorry.
This is why she's not meant to get these.
I just love chocolate and I'm just so excited because it's
20 years old.
Well, at this point in the programme, we had hoped to bring on the wonderful voice and talent of Ali Keela of Al Firdaus Ensemble, but unfortunately he isn't able to join us today. Sadly, he became ill a few days ago, but we're happy to share that he's doing well, alhamdulillah. We wish him a swift and complete recovery and pray that he returns to his music very soon. Please do keep him in your prayers. Now we have a very short message from the amazing Zain Bika from South Africa.
Assalamu alaikum, it's your brother Zain Bika from South Africa. Just a wonderful Eid Mubarak to the whole ISB family. I have such a wonderful relationship with the Islamic Society of Britain from many years ago, before we had our big shows and before we were having these annual events in the UK. It was always events with ISB. They've been one of our greatest supporters. So thank you so much. May Allah bless you. Hope you have a wonderful day. And inshallah, I hope to meet all of you again soon when this COVID thing is ended. And inshallah, we can visit the UK again. So from me, Zain Bika, to the whole ISB family, Assalamu alaikum.
What a lovely message. My siblings and I were brought up listening to Zain Bika and Dawood Wansby songs. Whenever I see and hear them, it just brings back so many memories. I even got to be a part of one of his videos at an ISB event. So I think I should introduce the next piece because my mum's way too excited. She's either going to end up in tears or just be so ecstatic that her words aren't going to come out. We are so very fortunate to have, all the way from Pakistan today, Hamza Akram Kawal and brothers, a 26th generation of dynamic young Kawals. Qawwali is a form of Sufi devotional music popular in South Asia. It is part of a musical tradition that stretches back more than 700 years.
Yes, but Zainab, did you know that Hamza Akram Kawal and brothers belong to the oldest Qawwali Gharana in the subcontinent? This Gharana has produced some of the most famous Qawwals. In 2019, Hamza Akram Kawal and brothers were star performers at the Greenbelt Festival, dubbed as one of the largest art festivals in the UK. In the same year, they had a highly successful US tour and continued to share their their music with a global audience online. I was listening to one of their pieces about Allama Iqbal's work on Khudi this week, and I was so moved. It just brought me to tears. It's so soothing, it's so powerful, incredible percussion, intricate composition. It's just incredible.
Okay, Igmal, I think we just need to let them sing now.
Sorry. Yeah, the wonderful, powerful, and dynamic Hamza Akram Kawal and brothers.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum, Eid Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak, Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much for joining us.
Eid Mubarak. Eid Mubarak, thank you so much for having us. And this is the rare time we are celebrating Eid very rarely at the same day. So in Pakistan, in US, in UK, in Saudi, we are celebrating Eid on one day.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So, as you say, first of all, we would love to thank you, ISB, for this great initiative that Eid at home. Although this Eid is not the same for us because of this COVID-19, and 2 days before a plane crashed in Karachi. So that's why this is the sad, but Allah gave us another Eid. That's the shukr, alhamdulillah, and we have to be grateful for everything to Allah. Now, first Qawwali I'm going to perform for all of you. It's Man Kuntu Mawlahu O Mawla Ya Salli Wa Sallam. It's Imam Busari's Qasida Burda Sharif. This composition and this naat is most famous nasheed of the Islamic world. Imam Busari's, most of you known that when Imam Busairi wrote this nasheed for praising of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he after writing, he slept, and in his dreams, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam came, and he said, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that, Busairi, what did you write? So Imam Busairi stand up and recited this qasida nasheed. For this, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave him his burda. Burda means the kamli, which is shawl, a scarf to Imam Busairi. When he woke up, Imam Busairi saw in his arms there was Burda Sharif. So that's why it's called Qasida Burda Sharif. Now we are going to perform Qasida Burda Sharif. Just imagine that time when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam came to Medina, and on the Medina border, some little kids, little children stand up with the dove and perform. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I don't know if you can hear me. That was absolutely beautiful. You've got such incredibly powerful voices, mashallah. Allah bless you. The sound isn't coming through completely clearly on our part. It seems to be a little bit muffled at times. So I just wonder if there's anything that you're able to do your side.
Okay. I think it was a harmonium sound. No problem. I'll fix it. So
thank you so much.
Now, as you said, I'm going to perform Khudi by Allama Iqbal. अगर वो होता मत्सूबे परंगी इस जमाने में तो इकबाल उसको समझाता मकाम किबरिया क्या है खुदी को कर बुलंद बिना के हर तकदीर से पहले खुदा बंदे से खुद पूछे बता तेरी रजा क्या है खुदी का सिरे निहाला खुदी का सिरे निहाला ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह खुदी का सिरे खुदी का सिरे ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह खुदी है तेग फसा ला खुदी का सिरे निहा. That means if you want to know the secret of your inner personality, which is La ilaha illallah, there is no God but Allah. There is no God. And Khudi hai teg fasa. It's like Khudi hai teg fasa. Khudi is the thing which used for as a tool to sharp the talwar sword. Khudi hai teg fasa la ilaha illallah. Khudi hai teg fasa la. अगरचे बुद्ध है अगरचे बुद्ध है मुझे है हुक्म अज़ान ला ये नगमा फसले गुलो लाला का नहीं पापर ये नगमा फसले गुलो लाला का नहीं पापर ये नगमा फसले गुलो लाला का नहीं पापर बहार हो के खजाना
Beautiful. Thank you so much. That was wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you. As you all know, this is not my complete band. We are three brothers because of this social distancing and quarantine. So we are at our home, and I'm requesting to all of you who are seeing on Facebook, especially in Pakistan and all over the world, like please stay safe, stay home. Please celebrate Eid on Zoom or any other any other app, but please stay home for your parents, for your children. So, and it's like Bahar ho ke khazan la ilaha illallah. Allama Iqbal said, this melody, ye nagma, fasle gulo lala ka nahi papan. This melody is not limited for anything. Bahar ho ke khazan, any weather, it's dry, rain, it's spring, or it's nothing. But you have to say, there is no God but God. There is no God but Allah. So in the last, I think we have 5 minutes or 2-3 minutes. So in last, because this is the celebration of Eid, and Shukr Alhamdulillah, Allah gave us another Eid. So the most famous kalam of our subcontinent, which is Damadam Mas Kalandar.
Yay! Brilliant.
Yeah, we use it for celebration. लाल मेरी पत रखियो गला झूले लाल गला झूले लाल से बड़ा सखी शाबाश दमादम सखी शाबाश दमादम सखी शाबाश ओ लाल मेरी ओ लाल मेरी रखियो गला झूले लाल लाल मेरी पत्ते रखियो गला झूले लाल संगीता से बड़ा दमादम मस्त कलंदर सखी शाबाश ऊंचा रोजा पीरा तेरा एक वहे दरिया ओ पला झूले लाल एक वहे दरिया ओ पला झूले लाल संगरीदा ओ घनन घनन तेरी नौबत वाजे
Thank you so much. Jazakumullahu khair from all of us. It's so
Thank
nice.
you so much. Eid Mubarak, all of you.
Eid Mubarak. Hope you have a lovely day. It's always inspiring to hear such rich music. So have a wonderful day. May Allah bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was really honored. Walaikum
Assalam.
Allah Hafiz. Jazakallah.
I also just wanted to say our thoughts and our prayers are with the victims and their families of the recent terrible plane crash in Pakistan. Hearing on the news really, really broke my heart, and I pray that they are all admitted into Jannah, inshallah.
Ameen. So everybody, I'm now going to introduce Khalid Anis, my husband. He is
No. I don't trust you to do this. You'll make it far too serious. So at this point, I would like to introduce my dad, Khalid Anis, longtime member and today chair of the ISB, full of life, dentist, passionate hockey and cricket coach, professional snoozer, dad to one amazing daughter, plus 2 other children.
On a serious note, seriously, Rahma, he was director of Living Islam Festival 2014 and 2016, following on from giants such as Jeffrey Beer and Ihtisham Ali. He also invited Nikki Campbell and the whole of Radio 5's equipment to our house at crazy o'clock, 4 a.m. to do a live show from our home. And he's also performed in the backing track of Manchester United's official anthem, but we will not be inflicting his singing upon you today.
You don't want to hear that. Dad is here to share with you all a bit about the organisation that put this event together for you today, as well as many other projects during Ramadan.
So Khalid, what are some of the successful ISB projects that have been undertaken? And can you tell us a little bit about what's on offer for families around the UK today?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. First of all, Assalamu alaikum everybody and Eid Mubarak. It's so wonderful to be with you today. So I'm so glad you actually mentioned about today, because, you know, as an organization, we've been around for 30 years. So we've definitely stood the test of time. But what's really important now is what we do today and how we're relevant to British Muslims and to society out there. So yes, we could wax lyrical about things like Islam Awareness Week, Living Islam Festival, but really I wanted to touch on a couple of areas. So one is how working with ISB, or those of us who've been in touch with ISB, how we've developed as individuals, but also what we're about and kind of where we want to really take this organization. So we're an open, diverse organization, and we're for the whole family, and that's really important, that we really want to be able to look after the whole family, from young to kind of older children, to young adults, and of course to those of us who are older. And then it's about how we can impact society. So if we think about it, it's about Islam, it's about society, and it's about Britain, Islamic Society of Britain. And that is really, in a nutshell, what we do. That we want to develop ourselves, we want to contextualize Islam within Britain, but we want to make such a positive impact on society. And I suppose I'd like to showcase one or two things. I mean, the young Muslims. So, you know, we all care incredibly about our children and about 11 to 16-year-olds especially. And we want to really look after our children. And we want to make sure that our children are kind of develop a real understanding of Islam, one that they're really proud of, and one that, you know, they feel very comfortable of in this society today in Britain. And so age appropriate Islam. And then we take on a journey towards kind of young adults. So Rahma, like the journey that you've been on and Zainab has been on as young adults, going through, you know, becoming adults and going in from university perhaps, or into work, into the work environment, and how that impacts us as Muslims. And then of course catering for older generations, though, you know, we go from children to the older people with a more in-depth understanding of Islam, and kind of really cover things which are important.
Okay, so how can people listening, how can they get involved, and what's coming up next?
So there's a couple of things that I'd like to highlight that are coming up next, and perhaps we can just share those posters, because I think it would just allow you to kind of share the information with us. So first of all, next weekend, we've got two amazing events. We've got Ustad Sham Ali, who is a student of Sheikh Juday, who's going to be talking about a closer look at gender segregation. And he's going to explore, you know, how did male and female companions interact in Medina? Should mosques have partitions between genders? And what does the Quran and Sunnah say on these topics? So a really important topic that we're going to discuss. And then our Pearls of Wisdom, those of you who've been fortunate enough to be with us on the kind of Pearls of Wisdom journey through Ramadan, we have another wonderful Pearls of Wisdom looking at the legacy of Malcolm X. And hopefully that poster will come up in a second. That's amazing. Abdul Rahman Malik, who is an award-winning journalist and educator, research scholar at Yale University, will be taking us through that journey. So I would say, please do get involved. Please help us to be part of the change. It's so important. There is so much to do out there. And, you know, in this last month, Sarah, it's been such an amazing journey because of all the activities that we've been doing. And to be in that kind of voluntary hub, because we're all volunteers, of course, we're a membership organization. And to be part of those volunteers who've put together programs like this and the other programs that we've had in Ramadan, or indeed those of you who've kind of been done the study circle packs that we've produced, that you know, it's been such an incredible journey to be part of that, and I'm very grateful for that. And to be honest, it's a real privilege. It is a privilege to be part of this team, and to hopefully, to inshallah, for the sake of Allah, to impact change, and, you know, to be part of people's Ramadans and part of people's lives. And I think, so that is what we would like to be. If you'd like to get involved, please go to our website, isb.org.uk. Join us if you can. If you can contribute in any way, whether that's with your time or financially, please do get in touch, because many hands do make light work. And there is so much work to do out there. I'll just finish with our kind of 4 main priorities that we're going to be looking at this year. So first thing is reconnecting. We want to, with the Muslim community, British Muslim community, we really want to reconnect with each other. We want to build that brotherhood and that sisterhood. We want to develop our young adults and our youth into kind of leadership and kind of encourage their development and their personal Islamic development, as well as their general development. We want to look at social action and making an impact in wider society, and then civic engagement. And so there's lots to do out there. So please, as I said, do join us in whatever way you can and be part of that change. Jazakallah.
Thank you so much, Khalid. Could you repeat the name of the website? What do people type in?
Sure. It's www.isb.org.uk.
And anyone can become a member?
Yes, absolutely. Anybody can become a member.
So you have the YM department, which is, I think, having an Eid party tonight, and have been amazing at having a circle every night during the whole of Ramadan, which is just fantastic work from the brothers and sisters involved in YM. We've had campus who had two of the dhikr nights that you mentioned, Rahman, that was so inspiring. And also every Wednesday we've had e-circles, and we also continue with our e-circles. So please do look on the website and you can join those. They're open for all. You just log in from the comfort of your home.
So it might be worth, Sarah, just explaining a little bit about e-circles and what sort of topics you've covered, because that is a really in-depth study, and it might be interesting for the people viewing.
These circles have been fantastic, actually. They're run by Dr. Rizwan Sayed, who you'll be meeting soon. He's got this fantastic syllabus that he goes through on a weekly basis on a Wednesday evening. It's called From Classic to Contemporary. We've covered a lot of topics so far. I'll give you a few examples. We've done the Bible and Christianity. We've done the growth of Western civilization, the growth of the Islamic civilization. And we've been looking recently at the development of the madhabs and our four great imams. And we're looking at the Sunnah next. We often start with some Quran and tafsir and a reminder, often done by young people themselves as well. So we hear some voices from our younger members. You log in from the comfort of your own home on a Wednesday evening and join us to learn together. So again, if you look up on the website, you'll see how you can join that. We also have Saturday masterclasses going on with campus. As Khalid said, we've got Ihtisham Ali on Saturday and the Pearls on Sunday as well. Khalid, thank you so much. So there's the YM, then there's campus, and then there's the family bit as well. I did have a really important question to ask you.
Okay.
So do you think that husbands should buy their wives gifts on Eid Day?
Goodness me.
It's a very important question us wives would like to know the answer to.
Well, really, I think they should, but I believe in gender equality. And so actually, you know, I believe there should be reciprocation in equal or greater measure.
Great answer.
Yeah.
What a politically correct answer. Very impressive. Thank you so much, Khalid Aziz, Chair of the Islamic Society of Britain. Hopefully all of you listeners have got a bigger, greater insight now into the workings of the organisation that has organised this programme today. And as Khalid was saying, there are so many volunteers. This has been the fruit of hard work of many, many volunteers that form a team and create these fantastic programmes and initiatives that you can all log on to and enjoy from the comfort of your home. Thank you.
Thank you.
So finally, to end our program today with a beautiful dua, I'm going to hand over to Uncle Rizwan. Uncle Rizwan is a GP, a Shura member of ISB, and takes the campus e-circles every week. He honestly inspires me every time I listen to him with his knowledge and how he presents a complicated topic by breaking it down so well, and I'm sure all the campus members will agree with me. Whenever I have a question, he will have the answer, and I'm so lucky to have so many aunties and uncles in Birmingham who treat me like their own family. So over to Uncle Rizwan.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, everybody. I was so happy to join you all, mashallah, today, and thank you so much to everyone that put this together, because that could not have been easy, and of course all the contributors, and you know, just the joyousness of the event, mashallah. I will start. I'll just spend a few minutes now as we close with a dua and just remembering Ar-Rahman, the most loving, most gracious Master, our Creator, Al-Khaliq, who we owe all happiness to. And out of his immense mercy, he gives us little windows of joy that we enjoy, for instance, today. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Indeed, all praise is due to the Lord of the worlds, the Lord of the universe. Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, Ya Khaliq, Ya Kareem. We praise you, we mention your beautiful names. You are the Creator, you are Ar-Rahman, you are the most loving, and it is through your love that you give to us in abundance, without measure, and you give us all the little blessings that we are grateful for. Ya Allah, we are in need of your mercy. Without your mercy, we are lost. We are in darkness. We are without hope. We beg for your mercy, your light. We beg for your help. O Creator of the heavens and the earth, you are Al-Alim, You are the knower. You know everything that happens in the world. You know what we do. You know what we do openly and what we do secretly. You know our intimate workings. You know our weaknesses. You know the dark thoughts of our minds. Allah, we have spent a month in worship wanting to get close to you. And we have spent a month asking for your forgiveness for our sins. We have remembered that you are Al-Afu, Ya Allah. You are the eraser of sins. And we've begged you in the nights of Ramadan to erase our sins. So, Ya Allah, erase our sins because we know that you love to erase sins. Let part of the joy of today and these days of Eid be the joy of having your forgiveness for all our striving and our humble efforts in this month. Let part of the joy be that through our ibadat and through your acceptance of our ibadat, of our worships, you have lightened our scale. And let it be that you have given us a shade on the day when there is no shade except your shade. O Allah, our parents have nurtured us when we were little. Have mercy on them. Have mercy on our parents, whether they be with us or whether they have departed. Ya Allah, make them and all of our other dear ones, people that we meet up with, inshallah, in the life eternal. Grant us a union with them in gardens of bliss, eternal gardens whose width is like the heavens and the earth. O Allah, our dear children, have mercy on our little children and our young people. Guide them, Ya Hadi. Look after them, Ya Muhaymin, O Guardian. And give them every great opportunity in life. Open doors for them so that they can go on and do great things. Whatever we have done, let them stand on our shoulders and do much greater, inshallah. O Allah, our community has been getting together virtually this month. Let us get together in reality soon, inshallah, and make us a community that is bound in love and tolerance and understanding and respect, inshallah. Make us a community of positive purpose, Ya Allah, and shower us with good, make us people who shower good wherever we go. Envelope us, Ya Allah, in your mercy, and give us joy and happiness in our lives. Give us tranquility in our hearts. Give us the best in this life, but also in the hereafter. Ya Allah, deliver our nation from this virus. Keep us safe. Keep our people safe. Ya Allah, bring the nation together. We have seen our nation as being so divided before, and we have seen how it is coming together, and the barriers that was there before are now being replaced with bonds of trust and friendship. You are a Rabb, you are the nurturer. Nurture these bonds and make them grow stronger. Let us not return to how we were before this calamity that afflicted us, Ya Allah. Fill us with light. Make us people who are transformed through your light. Make us people of mercy, of compassion, people of love. Make us people with qalbun salim, with submissive, soft hearts. People who bring healing to everyone around us. People who bring light and positivity and hope when we talk to people. Make us people who change for the better those lives around us, irrespective of faith and ethnicity. Ya Qadir, O most powerful one. Ya Qawi, O strongest one. Ya Qahar, O subduer. We have had a joyous day and we are enjoying the rest of this day as well, but let us not be people who are forgetful of those who suffer as well. Those people who are desperate, who are imprisoned, those people who are imprisoned in their homes, lonely through the pandemic, Ya Allah. Let us think about them, and Allah, lift this pandemic. Give us freedom once again, where once we were imprisoned, Ya Allah. Lift the oppression also of people who are being subdued by individuals, by governments, Ya Allah. People in China who are just imprisoned for the sake of believing in you, Ya Allah. people whose lives are ruined through war, who have lost loved ones and have been driven out of their homes. Ya Ra'uf, O most pitying one, have pity on them, Ya Allah. Ya Rahim, O most merciful, most compassionate, who turns to people through love and compassion. Have love on those poor people. Answer the prayers of the desperate and the needy, and stay the hands of the oppressors, Ya Allah. Those people who are also suffering in hospital, unable to see their loved ones, bring them out soon, bring them healing, Ya Allah, and reunite them with their loved ones. Ya Allah, this month we have attached ourselves to the Quran. We have grown in our love for your book, Ya Allah. Keep it dear in our hearts. Keep our lips moist with the recital of the Quran, Ya Allah. Let us stay faithful to the habits that we embraced in this month. We took on many new habits. Let us not shed them as quickly as the days have passed of that blessed month, Ya Allah. We deprived ourselves of food and drink, Ya Allah. And then every evening we appreciated the delights of fasting. So make us people of gratitude. Make us remember always the lovely gifts that you have, the smallest things and the greatest things that you give us, Ya Allah. Make us people of reflection. When the lockdown is lifted, make us thankful for all the things that we used to have before. Let that gratitude not lift. Let us remember the difficulties that we had in these days. Let us remember those and let those come to mind always, that we can remember then how grateful we should be for our friendships, our family, for meeting people, for celebrating, for going to mosques, for going to places of worship. Be grateful for the neighborhoods, people that we have communicated with virtually that we can then communicate with in person, and grow the friendships in our streets and in our communities. Wrap us in your mercy, envelope us in your mercy, Ya Allah. We spent the month in worship, and now the month is over and we have accumulated sins, but we have also accumulated good deeds. They may not be many, Ya Allah, but you are Ash-Shakur, you are the eternally grateful. And we know that for the offering of a short few hours of worship, you can give endless reward. So that's what we ask from you, Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur, Ya Shakur. Accept our little offerings. Be accepting of all the ibadat that we have done and all the striving that we have done in this month. Ya Allah. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Glory is to Allah, Lord of Izzah, from all that they ascribe to him. Wassalamun ala al-mursaleen, and peace be upon all the messengers. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen, and all praise and thanks be to Allah. Wa sallallahu ta'ala ala khayri khalqi Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'een. I wish you all a very happy, joyous Eid. Assalamu alaikum.
Jazakallah khair, Rizwan. Ameen to your beautiful dua. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept it. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all of our good deeds and our sacrifices, our worship during the beautiful month of Ramadan.
We've loved being with you all this afternoon. We pray that you have a wonderful Eid, however you choose to celebrate. Please do remember us in your duas. Eid Mubarak.
Thanks so much for joining us. Eid Mubarak.
Thank you so much, Rabia and Zainab. I hope you have a wonderful day on this Eid day. So everybody, we at the Islamic Society of Britain, we understand Eid has been very unusual this time. We may have missed the mosque and the prayers and our families and our communities.
And we also know how much hard work this team of volunteers, all behind the scenes, have worked to really pull this event together. None of this would have happened without Auntie Sugra and so many others in her team. So may Allah bless you all.
Ameen, Ameen. May Allah bless you for all your hard work. I hope everybody this has made you smile. I hope you have a wonderfully peaceful day. Take care of yourselves, your beautiful families and communities, and please pray for us and the Islamic Society of Britain. Assalamu alaikum. Eid Mubarak.